In a kingdom far away, a pretty princess was born. The king and queen called her Snow White because her skin was as white as the snow that falls from a winter sky. The years passed by happily until Snow White's mother, the queen, fell very ill and died. After years of solitude, the king decided to marry a beautiful woman who became Snow White's stepmother. You can't imagine how evil she really was. Snow White's stepmother became crazy with envy when she beheld Snow White's beauty. She also knew how much her father, the king, loved Snow White, and she couldn't stand it. No one knew that every full moon, the stepmother brought to life her magic mirror with her dark magic. "Mirror, mirror on the wall, who is the fairest of them all?" asked the stepmother, to which the mirror always replied,
"Snow White is the fairest."
One day, the king had to travel to a faraway land, and the stepmother took advantage of his absence to plot an evil plan. She would order a soldier to get rid of Snow White, once and for all. The soldier took Snow White to the forest, but when he saw how sweet and innocent the young girl was, he was unable to harm her. He decided to let her go under the condition that she would never return to the palace. Lost and scared, the princess looked for shelter in the heart of the forest. Luckily, before night fell, she found a small house. Snow White knocked on the door, but nobody answered. So she decided to go in and spend the night. Tired, she fell into a deep sleep on top of 7 tiny beds that she had. While Snow White was sleeping, not far from there, 7 dwarves were working happily in the mines. At dawn, the dwarves returned home to rest and found a young girl sleeping in their beds. When she woke up, Snow White told them her sad story. The dwarves wanted to help her, so they eagerly offered her their home. They all lived there together. On the next full moon, the stepmother once again cast her spell on the mirror. "Mirror, mirror on the wall, and now who is the fairest of them all?" she asked, to which the mirror once again replied,
"Snow White is the fairest."
The stepmother was so angry when she discovered that Snow White was still alive that she used her crystal ball to find out where the princess was hiding. The evil queen disguised herself as an old woman and went to the dwarf's house. She knocked on the door, and when Snow White answered, she offered her a poison. When the young girl bit into the fruit, she fell, overcome by a deep sleep. When the dwarves found Snow White lying on the floor, they thought she was dead, so they began to sing a song in her memory. A handsome prince heard their sad melody, which flooded the forest, and he decided to find out where it was coming from. When the prince found the poison girl, he fell deeply in love with her. Captivated by her beauty, he drew near her side and gave her a kiss. With that kiss, Snow White woke up from her deep sleep and fell in love with the handsome prince. The stepmother, unaware that her evil plan had failed, repeated her wicked ritual on the next full moon. "Mirror, mirror on the wall, now who is the fairest of them all?" When the mirror replied,
"Snow White is still the fairest."
The stepmother became so angry and envious that she was consumed by her own evil magic. The mysterious disappearance of the evil queen quickly spread throughout the kingdom. And when Snow White found out, she confessed to the prince that she was also a princess. Now that the danger was gone, they could return to the kingdom. Finally, after much time apart, Snow White was reunited with her elderly father, who had thought he would never see his beloved daughter again. And that was the beginning of a very happy time in the kingdom, one free from evil and envy.